Go. Hey guys, it's Vic. I know I haven't made a XY Chronicles in a while. I had to think of what it was even called. Wow. But do the do. But I wanted to make a video, kind of a review of multiple things, slash update, slash goals that I'm making for this year. Yes, hooray, it's 2016, new year, new me. Now, I've never been a firm believer in the whole resolution thing because I think it's stupid that you would wait until January 1st of whatever year to make a resolution to change. If you want to change, if you have a desire to change, if you anything, you should definitely make the change happen then and there. You shouldn't wait till a date to do it. I think you should go for it. That being said, I haven't really made any New Year's resolutions, but I have made resolutions. I think the first one is definitely I'm striving to be more positive in my life. I know that I've had a very slippery slope of ups and downs, lefts and rights, upside down, loop-de-loop, circles, all kinds of stuff when it comes to really just being okay mentally and being stable and not freaking out about life. So, that being said, I'm gonna be pursuing, gender therapy this year, definitely. I've been putting it off because of my anxiety, but it's time to step up to the plate. I want to be fully transitioned sometime in my life, so where better to start than to go to a gender therapist, get on testosterone, because those are steps that I can take with my budget right now. Obviously, I can't get surgery that I want because I don't have that kind of money to shell out, but I can take steps to become happier in the body I'm in by starting hormones, And I've talked about this before in previous XY Chronicles, but it's terrifying. It's scary to be committed to something like that, not just because it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it. It's not that. It's more of a, oh, I don't know if I can do it. It's going to be very emotionally and mentally draining, and I already know that because I'm already emotionally and mentally drained as we speak. So, anyway, I'm not trying to make this a sad, mopey video like some of my XY Chronicles in the past. I wanted to do sort of a review. As you can tell, right now I'm wearing my binder. I know it looks like a typical tank top, but it's actually not. I ordered this bad boy from GC2B. I'll put a link in the description. They make binders, and they do a hell of a good job. My first binder I ever ordered was off of Amazon, and it was called like a chest compression something. And it was a tank top, but it had a material in it that had these little hooks, kind of like a corset, but it's along your side rather than your back or your front. It doesn't hook like at the belly. It hooked along the chest, along the side of the rib cage. And it worked. It wasn't necessarily a great binder. It didn't really compress as much as I wanted it to. And this binder actually does wonders. I have a white one and I have the black one. At first I got white because I thought it would be better underneath, light colored clothes. You couldn't see it. However, that one had a lot of wear and tear, and it's become, very stretched out because the material this is, over the course of wearing it and washing it and stuff, it's going to, have trouble. This one is, I got it not too long ago. I've had it for some months. But it's done wonders. It's actually a really good binder. I'm going to stand up in a second and show you what it looks like. You could, if you have the confidence, you could just wear this instead of a shirt. You could wear this as like a tank top. I don't really have the confidence to do it yet, just simply because I'm constantly thinking, what if somebody notices that I don't have a male chest? I am, this may seem personal, but at this point, I don't really care. 36C, my measurements in bra size. And that isn't small, it's not huge, but it's not that small. It's pretty average. And I was worried that I wouldn't be able to find a binder that would actually compress me enough to where it doesn't look like I have a chest. However, this has proved me wrong. And you could probably tell, I think everyone's different with the way they bind. Never use ace bandages that can damage your bones, because ace bandages are meant to hold stuff in place. They're not breathable, and it can ultimately, in the long run, it can damage your breathing and your rib cage and anything else that is wrapped tight enough. It can leave indentures on your skin. It's not fun. So I've never done that before. I think way back when I was identifying as Peter and doing the online thing, I actually ordered a shirt from Underworks. They're apparently really good too, judging by some reviews, but it didn't really work for me. It was a shirt that you just pulled over, and it was supposed to do the same concept, but it didn't really work for me. And I like the tank top because, if you're wearing a button-up shirt, perfect. If you're, if it's summertime and it's hot outside, perfect. You don't have to even put a shirt on over it. When it comes to that type of thing, I just wear shirts over it. I'm gonna stand up now so you guys can see it. Yeah. So this is my binder. You can't really tell. I'm gonna turn to the side. See, there's extra skin there. Look at my armpit hair, by the way. That's coming quite nicely, and I'm not on anything. By the way, this is my tattoo to symbolize my progress. It's the male symbol. And yeah. So anyway, sorry, sidetracked. But this is my binder. Obviously, if I do this, you can tell there's stuff under there. It's breast tissue, it's fatty tissue. This is why I'm not confident enough to wear it in public, because if people look close enough, which they do, they'll be able to tell. I do have a shirt here that I'm going to put on over it to show you guys how well it works when you have a shirt on. Of course, it's Pac-Man. I didn't plan that. I just kind of grabbed a shirt. But if you put on a shirt, at most it'll look like I have pecs versus a chest. If I turn to the side, it's flat. I'm puffing out my chest right now, but if I slouch, I don't walk confidently, but even if I puff my chest out, it just looks like I have pecs. And it's nice. I love it. So I'll put the link up for that, GC2B. Trying to get where the lighting is good, but having trouble there. So anyway, that's that review. I also want to talk about swimming. I don't own a pool. If I did, I would swim shirtless in it, because whatever. It's my backyard, whatever. However, I don't own a pool, so anytime I'm going to be swimming this summer, it's going to be, public, or going to the beach or something. For trans guys who have not had surgery yet, and who are not comfortable with their chest, and, that sort, there are alternatives. I wear swim trunks, and that's kind of a given, but as far as top, you don't want to wear a bikini top because it looks weird walking around. Whatever, do you, but to me personally, I would feel insecure walking around the beach or a pool in a bikini top as a male. Why would I be wearing a bikini top? Oh yeah, not fully transitioned, haven't had surgery, want surgery, can't afford it, that type of thing. There are actually shirts that are made for swimming in. They're like surf shirts. You see surfers or people who are constantly in the ocean or in the water, they have these shirts that are in the material that you can swim in. And I don't even know the name of that material at the moment, but I did buy one. I didn't bring it in here because I don't even know where it is. But, oops. But I did buy one. I bought it at Kohl's. You know, it's just a typical department store. It's blue and black. Nice, you know, neutral colors. And I plan on wearing my binder, my old binder, the one that I said that I got with the corset things. It doesn't really do that well, but I'm going to be in the water anyway. But I plan on wearing that because the shirt itself isn't a binder. And I think it'd be really cool if places like GC2B or Underworks, maybe Underworks makes it, if they made swim shirts where it's like a binder but it can get wet and you can't see anything through it. That'd be pretty neat, but I don't know if they have that yet or not. They might. I haven't done research. I apologize. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I ordered another peacock. And if, you know, I'll put the link below or annotation or whatever YouTube does now with the first review I did of the peacock. That one is more of a educational piece. This is more of a comparison. If you guys watch my review of the peacock, the first one, you would learn about its 3 functions and all that fun stuff. That was the 2S. I ordered the 3S, and obviously it's another generation, and they've made a lot of improvements with it, and I like it. The one I ordered, I personally think I ordered it a little too big for me, for my body type, but I think once I start testosterone and start getting bigger, when I, you know, stronger, I feel like I need to be closer to you guys. Hey. When I start getting stronger and start, you know, bulking up a little bit, I make it sound like I'm going to start taking steroids or something, but testosterone has similar effects. It does help your muscle mass redistribute itself, and your body actually straightens out. Instead of being like a curve, your hips stop telling the truth and they start lying, and you get male hips. I think that's one of the biggest things about me that I'm insecure about, is I have very feminine hips. And that's the way a lot of people have been able to see me and know that I identify as male, but know that I'm transgender. I've had people be like, so you're a guy? Are you like a guy? Or are you like a, you know? And I'm just like, really? You couldn't have thought of any better way to put that? No? Okay. So anyway, once I start taking tea, I think my body will be more suitable for this size peacock that I got. But right now, it's a little big on me. It looks kind of weird when I stand naked or even packing. It's kind of weird because it's so big and my pants fit me a little bit better. So I either need to get looser pants or drop crotch pants. I mean, it's that to that point. And I'm going to show you guys. But if you remember, let me take it out of the thing. Now, since the new peacock that I got is so big, I don't really use it to pack at all. I use it for play. I don't really wear it out of the house, just because it's so big and I'm not used to it. And I know you're probably thinking, well, Vic, if you wear it, you get used to it. No, I literally, the only pants that I could wear that it would be less of a big ass bulge basically are my work pants, and I don't really want to wear those everywhere. So anyway, if you guys remember, this was my first one. This is the Generation 2 peacock. He's got a lot of fuzzies on him. He needs to be bathed, but still same concept. Pee hole. I mean, I'm just doing this really quickly just to remind you guys. Piss slit, hangs low, pack erect. Let's see here. The erection rod is this. You put it inside with lubricant. It's way easier. He's been through some wear and tear. I've used him, so he's not as pristine as the first video, but that's hard, you know, that's, yeah. I know a lot of guys were just cringing for a second. They're like, oh, you're flicking it. It looks so painful. Okay, but yeah, that's peacock number 1. Now I still wear this to pack with. Sometimes I still wear this to play with. Depends on what my fiance wants at the moment. You know, hey, if you're watching this and you're going to, you always watch my videos. You're so supportive. I love you. Anyway, shouts outs. But yeah, so now I'm gonna show you guys the monster. Alright, now it's so big. Do not be alarmed. I actually ordered another harness as well. I didn't bring it in here with me. Oops, forgot. But the harness I ordered is not the jock harness. It's a different type of harness. It fits differently, and it's better for play. It'll stay on your body as opposed to, you know, the one I have now. It's good, but it's better for packing because it kind of holds everything in place. But when you're playing with it, or fucking, as most people like to say, you need it to kind of anchor, but be able to be flexible, because you're doing a constant thrusting motion, so you want it to be able to not slip down or be loose or anything. So I ordered another thing to fit this one. So big. Like, I don't think you guys are ready. But anyway, so this one is a 4.75 inch. This one is a 6.5 inch. Now that may not seem like that big of a difference, but size can matter. I know most guys try and say size doesn't matter, but it does. Now, I've got a comparison here. Yeah, that's what I said too. Now, this one is realistic, okay? We're gonna look at some of the new features. Alright. He's got some fuzzies on him as well. He needs a bath also. Now, the thing about this one is they have made adjustments to make it look more realistic. The airbrushing of the paint job, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know, is more realistic. The head is a lighter color. It's like a pink. That was probably bad for focus, but see, it's like an airbrush pink. Again, I picked light beige because that matches my skin tone. There's like veins. I mean, it's more realistic looking. I don't think I need to explain that, but you know, some people would like to hear me say these words out loud. Perverts. The scrotum looks also realistic. It's kind of, you know, the creases are in it and whatever. It's smaller than, because this one, the scrotum is pretty sizable. I mean, I know all balls are different. Everybody's got different size balls. But, you know, that's about the same size. But this big ass thing is huge. Okay. Difference is also the piss slit is shaped differently. It's cut differently, so when I pee, it sounds more realistic. Beforehand, it sounded like someone was taking a cup and pouring water in the toilet bowl with this one. With this one, it sounds like somebody is legit pissing. Now, you guys know the sound of pee. It's just a steady stream. This one also has a bigger pee cup. I don't know if it's because it's a bigger cock or if it's because, I don't know. But it's got a bigger cup. See it? I mean, you can already tell. Like, it's literally like a cup. And it goes flush with your anatomy. Again, still same concept. And I don't even have to push on the scrotum to pee and lean forward. I can just stand and pee. That's the cool thing about this one. That's why I wish it wasn't so big for me at the moment, because I would wear this one more because it's easier to pee. It looks more realistic when you whip it out a urinal, and if somebody's curious and looks over like, okay, this person doesn't look as male as I'm comfortable with. What are they packing? And then they look over and they're like, oh shit, okay. Well, alright. So, anyway, this is the Gen 3S Peacock, and it's a 6.5 incher. That's as big as you can get it, if that gives you any concept. It's as big as you can get it. It's huge. It's thick. Also, they improved the erection rod. Now, I'm going to do a comparison as well. The erection rods. This is the older one. This is the newer one. Now it looks like a monster as well as the peacock itself, but it's actually pretty cool. It's flexible. The only problem I have with this, again, I did not order the pleasure pack, and like I don't know if I explained what the pleasure pack was. It's basically an attachment you put on the end of this, so when you have it on, it gives you pleasure as well. It's pressed against your anatomy and it feels good, because it's pushing against you in a good way too. So you and your girl can have moments of pleasure. But for me personally, I am just fine without the pleasure pack. Now, however, this new erection rod it's plastic. It's hard, and when it's against me, it hurts. Okay? I'm just gonna say that. But let's put it in so you can see. It also makes a creaking sound, and it's kind of weird to hear that when you're playing. Because when you have sex, you don't really think about it, but there's different sounds that are made that are natural. And then you got, this noise. And that's kind of like, is it a turn off? I don't know. I'd have to ask my fiance. So, it's got the rod in there. Now again, I got the big one, and it's heavy. It's thick, and it's heavy. So that's the problem with this. But it'll stand up, and it's different when it's inside. It's never been in me. Don't look at me like that. But when it's inside, she told me that it feels super real. I mean, when it's inside, because it's, it can be bent and stay in position better because it's in, and it's got something on the bottom to hold it kind of in place because it's inside. I was told, she verified that it does feel good and real, but the only problem with it is if you're going at it and you're going a little too hard and the tip of the erection rod gets closer and closer to the actual tip, it can hurt her. That's why, again, it's important to use lube/condom, because it's painful. So yeah, that's the new peacock, and again, I didn't want to make it sound bad. I think it was just me, an error, ordering one that was too big. I think if I'd have ordered the 5.5-inch one, I would have been a little happier with it. Or not happier, but more comfortable with it. But I am obviously keeping this one. I'm not going to get rid of it. But I'm going to keep it because, like I said, once I start T, if I start filling out more, getting a little bigger, that'll be good. Because it'll fit with my body type changing. So, anyway, that was my video. I know it was kind of rambly and wasn't really entertaining, but it wasn't meant to be entertaining. It was meant to be informative. So, that's my update. And I hope you guys got answers out of this video. If you needed answers, or whatever, your curiosity is over and now you know what I'm packing. So yeah, thanks for your support, and thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions on what you want me to talk about next, feel free. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye.